ngcolile laa mntu shem ndimqhabela izandla jonga ngcolile mntasekhaya. Hey hunnies, welcome back to my YouTube channel, to yet another video. Today I've got something different for you guys. Hope it's not something different, but I decided, you know what, Siba, you haven't shot a story time in such a long time, why not shoot a story time? I was actually supposed to shoot a fashion video namhlanje, but I was like, no honey, you have a great story time, and I feel like people are going to watch this video, people are going to want to know what happened, and you know, so I was like, I'm shooting this one. Anyways, as you guys can tell from the title above, but something tragic, really tragic happened to me recently. Guys, it was the worst experience ever. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, because wow sana, can you imagine walking around town with human poo that you do not even know about? Like guys, I do not even know how it got to me. Hey guys, it means lendo. But let me get into the video. But before I get into the video, I would love to welcome my new subbies. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And to my old subbies, molweni guys, thank you for always watching my videos. I'm actually going to be monetized soon. I'm just a few hundreds from being monetized, and being monetized mean by now YouTube is actually going to pay me soon, based on the amount of views I get. So I have to pull up my socks and deliver a content a great and you guys are finally going to get to see the ads on my channel. So yeah guys, oh, and by the way, since I'm drinking from this thing, a Herbalife Ndonon, I'm actually a coach at Herbalife. So if you guys need a product as Herbalife anytime soon, please do hit me up on social media at Sevakele Ganjo. I'm Sevakele Ganjo everywhere. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Then yeah guys, if you have a skin problem, you want to lose weight, you want to gain weight, you want your hair to grow, I'm your girl. Yeah. Okay, so guys, to get into the video, this is what happened. It was 2 weeks back. Yeah, it was 2 weeks back, and during that week a lot was going on in academics, and I had just recently moved in Apa, and you know, in Zazo, a place with its things, like a lot is going on here. Sometimes, not sometimes, I just hear is Dolo chase being dragged. I think it is probably ghosted. And guys, yours young, they make a massive noise. Like I do not know how, like why it's unnecessary, but that's besides the point. So this thing happened 2 weeks back. My housemates, both my housemate and my other friend, we decided, you know what, Siva, guys, we're gonna go to town and go gym, since it was probably before that we were actually lazy to go to the gym. But eventually and I wish I had stayed indoors, but at the same time I feel like this was bound to happen, because Lomd who did this actually orchestrated this thing guys. Like I don't like, and yes guys, I do not know how it happened, but it did happen. They had a mind map, a rough draft, and a final copy, and the actual event happening. Okay, Sana, before we actually went out, I remember very well, but on that day it was cold, and usually when we come back from a gym, like Yabana, like it's extremely cold. So I decided to wear two trousers, 2 pants. It was first the gymming tights under, and then it was my what's this, it tracksuit yam, and then I told roommate yam to do the same thing, to wear a tight white and also her pants, but she decided to wear one, and then Enya I forget put back jacket. Okay, so guys, we're walking to town. It's a great day. We're excited by now, we're going to gym, we're excited by now, we're going to get our summer bodies and your londo. And guys, I never even imagined that this would happen to me, but it did. My enemy, you are guys, like whoever you are, you just wasted your resources because and you know what, when you actually helped me, because I'm making a content out of land nonsense but if you're watching this channel, please pray, honey, please pray, because it's disgusting. It's the most inhuman thing ever. Okay, so guys, I'm coming to tell because walking by emotional. Okay, so we walking up it down, And then we finally come to this point whereby we have to cross indlela, we have to cross the road, and then we're standing and then we're waiting for cars to pass by. And then I suddenly smell this thing, like this smell, like it was a horrible smell, guys. Okay, but then I see this other man who was eating something, and then I think to myself, okay, no, the way I this thing, whatever this man is eating, it's smelling. And then, guys, it never crossed my mind, but now whatever was smelling was on me. So, guys, fine, yeah. But we walk for like 10 minutes, guys. And then as we approached escalators, we going near a gym, or we going towards a gym. Ichomiam and myself, we smelled this thing again. And guys, at this point, the smell is intensifying. Like this whole thing, it's smelling really, really bad. And then again, I look back, and then I see this man who was standing there, again ulapa. So I think, but it's a smell, like he's the one who's walking with the smell. Only to find out, guys, whatever was smelling, it was on me. And guys, it was human poo. It was on this, like, guys, it was on my left, it was on my left hand side, upper towards impondo, my ass. It was on my ass and my braids and your londo, guys. So Ichomiam tells me, but Siva, no, this thing is on you. And then I asked my Indonda, and then she's like, Ndazakaya, I think you do it, it's poo. And guys, at this point, I'm so surprised, man. Guys, how did I get this poo? Because and guys, on that day, I actually had a running stomach. It was the previous day, I actually had a running stomach. So I was thinking to myself, but there's no way on earth but you would poo on yourself, like even if I put on myself, I would have felt it from the get-go. So I was like, guys, I was asking myself questions. I go, guys, and then I asked Ichomiam, and okay, so fine. My friend tells me, but I know Siva Palamdas, a person can easily see this poo. It was like thrown on you. It's not like you messed up on yourself, because the place where it was very weird. It was on the waist. It was, guys, it be mess, man. It was even on my braids. I had to take out my braids. For those who watched Ezing videos, I had those Goldilocks braids, which I think it was nude and white, and just locally. So I had to take out those braids. Fine, okay, we're walking towards a bathroom. We're trying to find a bathroom, and then we eventually find it. And then I ask Chomi, Chomi, don't you have it to run? Because in order for me to enter here, I must have it to run. And then unfortunately, she only had one to run, because this thing was going to happen. Fine, okay, I'm there trying to ask my mama, can they enter with me so that they can help me figure out how do I take this thing off, because now I can't see the back side of me, so I need uncedo. And then la mama was like, they can't enter because machine. And it's like, oh, okay, I couldn't like. Fine, guys, I enter. Immediately as I enter, Jonga, it's a smell, it starts intensifying, like it's becoming more and more and more, like it's like snuka, like ubone guys, snuki and yes, it rain smells, but that smell, it was out of this world. It was like it was just evil. It was an evil smell. So fine, I get into the bathroom. And then now I'm standing there alone. My friends are standing outside. Two of my friends are standing outside. And then I'm trying to take this thing off me. And guys, I touched yona. And then the mom was like, I'm done. I'm hima. But yes, you're messing up on yourself. I'll tell you where to touch and where not to touch. So fine, guys, I'm standing there opposite a mirror and the sink. And I'm trying to figure out how am I going to take this thing off, because my whole waist, it's filled of this poo, like it's filthy. So whenever I touch on this side, I touch the poo. And guys, at this point I felt like vomiting, because Wowzana, imagine touching someone's poo that you do not even know, and it's yellow and it's the liquid substance. Guys, I don't know about what was going on. So fine, eventually I managed to take the pants off. To my surprise, guys, this poo had missed two of my pants. First, it was the pants on top, and then tight one blonde and it was just like a small part of it. So I was like, you know what, I'm taking this thing off your longer. So I took it off. As I'm taking it off, like I'm taking your socks off, everything off, and then as I'm taking this thing off, on the tiles I can see the stain, and the stain was so bright. It was the yellow stain. I was like, yo, Jonga. So guys, now people are entering, and then I have to explain, oh, but no mama, it's not me, this thing happened, so and that's by in the Kenton. And then like they were like, yo mtanam, you must go to a St. John's and don't. But I was like, I just have to call my mother, because my mom will send this way, she's saved, so I know but also as but sense and donate. And then guys, I'm standing there. Okay, so now I've taken what's this, let me drink a manzi because wow. Okay, so now the clothes are on the floor, and then now what happened after? Oh, the clothes were on the floor, and then now I was sitting there. I was standing naked. I'm paint, and I'm wondering, Siva, how are you going to go out? Because now you have to go out to Echinini, and then at that point, I think it was payday. And as far as had just went in, and then I was prepared to tell my friend, but show me, please go buy something for me, because these clothes I can't, like, I'm supposed to remember. Even my braids on the thingy, let me move this camera, even my braids at the end, it was messed up. My other jacket at the back, it was messed up, and the bag I was carrying, it was like it needs to be sense like. So finally, so fine get ichomyam omnya umama aphume, and then acele ichomyam bana ipens le benqibile, acela ndiboleke yona since ezam zimdaka, since my clothes are dirty. And then fine ke ngoku ifriend yam, she takes off ipens yakhe and then she gives it to me, and then finally I was like, I was at ease, because no, at least I can go out. But before that guys, I felt okay, so fine, my friend lent me her pants, since I was standing naked in the bathroom with no idea where I'm going to get it pants, with no idea who did this to me, and I was all alone guys. The worst thing that happened was Bana. I was all alone, my friends were out there. Like guys, at that specific moment I just wanted someone who was going to help me take care of the situation, but in the end I was all alone. It was one man jive. I was trying to figure out what is the next step from here. Oh, and also I discovered they were messed up at the bottom, because it was white and gold, and at the bottom it was like yellow, it was yellow everywhere. And then the mama, she tells me, Danam, you have to wash as braids. And then I ask her, Mama, how am I going to wash these braids? And then she's like, Danam, you can take a soap pana. And then finally I took a soap and then I washed it. As I'm washing, before I touch this thing, I first prayed to God, but God, I do not know what I'm touching, but please be with me, protect me. And then finally I take a soap blend and then I apply it on the hair, and then I rinse the hair, I wash the hair, and then finally I wash it the first time. Oh, my thighs are actually burning. And then finally I wash it the first time. Hey guys, the smell, it's still there, it's still smelling. And then I try again the second time. Remember, I washed it 5 times until the smell was not there, but I could still smell even after longer. So finally mama was like, okay, you can go dry in your dryer is on. So I was standing there naked. When was it? No man, Ichomyam brought pants after I had washed my hair. Yeah, I was still naked at that point. I was still embarrassed, and guys, I don't like being naked in front of people. Like I don't like people seeing my like, no. Can you imagine, as long as the embarrassment, I'm naked, the poo is smelling on me, and people are thinking, she messed up on herself. People are entering, like you can see from reactions, they can't take a smell, and some people, they had to go out because there's a smell. They see, yay guys, listen to. So fine, I asked la mama, don't you have a plastic so that I can put these clothes in? I had to put in my jacket, and it was cold in that day. I had to put in my jacket, my 2 trousers, my bag, the actual bag inside, and then I tied it, and then I went outside. And then immediately I went outside, and then my other friend biyothenga a plastic from to put these things, and then we went to her. She was at sports scene, and then unfortunately can't have money plastic, and then I was like, nah, that's it, it's fine. And then now I'm thinking of calling my mother. Finally I call my mother. Mama kaphenduli, guys. Mama kaphenduli. I'm like, yo, you know, and at this point I was like, as soon as I pendul, I'm going to cry. And then I call Usibanye, sister, my 13-year-old sister, and then I ask about Sibanye, Mama Upi, and then she tells me about Upi, and then it's like, okay, fine. She was with her friend, and then I decided to call a friend Jake, and then like, so then go teta no mama, this thing and that thing happened. And then finally Mama immediately after so dropped a call, she calls me. And then I start crying, because like I start crying, and then now I can't express myself, and then I give my phone to my friend, for my friend to tell her about what happened. And then my mom was like, no mntanam, you have to come home so that we can pray for you. And then she's like, mntanam, and there's ways like I don't know these things that are happening to you, but you have to come home, and then we're going to pray for you. And then I was like, okay, fine, get. And then I left my friends, and then I took an Uber. As I'm taking the Uber, I tell this driver about what happened to me, and then the driver's like, nah, don't worry, human poo, it's good, like in Yolanda. So now I felt at ease, like and then I called Prof. I SMS'd that I'm telling him that this and that happened, and then now he also called, and then he was like, no man, it's not a bad thing. And then he also said that maybe it could symbolize someone is pregnant near me and Yolanda. And then fine, I come back, and then I first wash myself, because I was like, I'm too dirty. The shamba, and then I packed my clothes, and then I went home. I got home around 7 o'clock, and it was dark. And then immediately as I got home, I just took la plastic, and then I went at the back to go wash it. As I'm opening this plastic, Jonga, I look. Yo! Alele mna ngabana ba evil, abana osatana obuqo, abantwana bakasathana, osatana abancinci. Yo asana ngcolile laa mntu shem, ndimqhabela izandla, jonga ngcolile mntasekhaya. Fine, I open this plastic egg as yo. I look, and then like I'm trying back, because ngoku and I fully bam, like I don't want to touch it. And I was like, no, I can't wash this. We washing machine. I first have to get rid of the actual substance, and then I wash it in the washing machine. Finally, my mom afike around pa ebusuku, and then she actually sits me down, and then we have a prayer session, and then she actually takes out a Bible verse. She reads out the Bible verse. It was Isaiah 54 verse 17, something about no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me will prosper. So, and then she tells me, I'm going to tell you the truth. And then she tells me, no, Dana, human poo, it's bad luck. Like bad luck. This person actually wanted you to not have a successful meaning. This person was wishing bad on you, and this poo, it was actually supposed to mean. Before that, she actually asked me about where else did it touch, and then I told her, no, it was just on my back. And then she was like, nah, I praise the Lord, thank God it wasn't on your face, because it was going to be a different story. Because then if it was on my face, people were not going to be able to sit with me or even look at me. I was going to be hated by people, like just everything in my life, it was not going to go according to plan. So fine, and then she's like, Nandanam Uchiko was with you at that specific moment, because clearly this thing, it was meant for your face, but God was with you, and then it just touched your bag. And then she was like, Nandanam, don't like Suwara, Uchiko was with you, God was with you. Clearly this thing, it was supposed to touch your face, but God protected you all the way through, and it just hit your bag. When I just felt the aftertaste of the actual thing. And I actually thank God, man, I never turned back, because something told me about no man Siva, turn around and look, but I can't even join. So I thank God for that, for having the for not turning back, because if I had turned back, it was going to be on my face, and then it was going to be this huge big thing. But okay, guys, people are evil. This whole thing that happened, as I said, it was meant to shut down my life. It was meant for me not to have likes. It was meant for me not to be liked by people. Even you guys are going to unsubscribe and not watch my videos. And also, what this whole incident taught me, it taught me about Nanosiva, you mustn't be too trusting to people. Abantu awubazi, like you never really know a person's true intentions about you. A person can smile with you today, and behind is a smile uthi when you think you're better than me, and you know, babe. So it taught me about Nanosiva, you have to teach yourself how to be a private person, because guys, I'm a public person, but not public to that extent. I share isn't I'm comfortable with, but you guys think that no, you guys know, no guys, you don't. I just share into some go with it, because go, it's nothing big for me. But yeah, I took like how many breaks did I take off all social media? But I took a break off social media, and I was meditating on the word. I kept praying each and every night. Even now, I still pray before I go out. I'm like, God, please protect me. Whatever spell was meant for me, please, my wheel it back to the sender, because I'm your child, and you have protected me before, so you can't do me like that. But guys, what this whole thing taught me, showed me that no man Siva, you are actually great. Whoever did this to you actually saw potential, or saw what you would become in the future, and they just had to do evil to try and prevent that. I'm actually happy now, because it shows that but above all things, God will always protect me. And guys, please do not be trusting to people. Always pray, always pray and be a prayerful person, a praying person. Pray at 12 o'clock and read your Bible, and just believe in God. Believe that God is going to protect you above all things. And guys, I think that is the end of this video. I'm already sweating, as you guys can see. But anyways, if you watched till this point, thank you, Han. Thank you for watching my video. And please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to your other friends, so that they can also watch this video, so I can be monetized. From me to you, see you guys next time. The next video I will post is probably a fashion vlog or a challenge with his sisters. I'll be going home, so yeah guys, so bye.